Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, ba-dee-da, do, 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 do. Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Sun City in Arizona. Hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful, thankful Thursday. How has your day been? What are you most grateful for this year? What is the decisions that you've made this year that have helped you had an incredible year this year, that you are very grateful, experiences that you have gone through, things that you have accomplished, experiences you have had? What are you most grateful for this year? Excuse me. What are you doing? Ay. She's giving herself frights. We had groceries delivered this afternoon. So it's been, yeah. I got half my groceries from one store and I've got another list ready for a different store because different stores have different things that I need. And some places are more expensive than some things than others. So I thought, this time I'm going to split it. I'm going to be a little more cautious on the pricing and everything and split the shopping up. So that's what we've done. Yeah, because one store doesn't carry some of the stuff that I needed. So that's why we had to split. And all I got from each one was what they specifically carry that I know the other store doesn't. So it was good. But anyway, what was today like? Thankful Thursday morphed into Tranquil Thursday today. It was awesome. We were not busy. We were not that busy on the chat today. It was just a very slow pace. Haven't had that for a while. Oh, except for last Friday when it was Christmas Eve. Suspecting tomorrow is going to be pretty much the same, being New Year's Eve, but we will see. Because last Thursday everybody was in a rush to get their cards out and get the orders placed. This week, not so much. So interesting questions, interesting problems. Some first time questions came in, ones that I'd never heard. They came in and said, "Oh, we're having this problem." I go, "Oh, I haven't come across that one before." But it was just a very nice, calm, peaceful day. And I'm getting ready on Saturday, I start a 21-day manifestation challenge. So I am looking forward to that. And some of the prep work for that is sort of like one of the things in the prep work is please take a photo of your sacred space. And I'm like looking around this RV going, I don't have a sacred space. I don't have the space for a sacred space. And then they says, it's wherever you've got your journal and all that. And I thought, well, that sits right here next to me. So I guess my desk is my sacred space when I need to do my writing and everything else. So I'm going to take a picture of my desk. And I thought, maybe I'll clean it up a little more so they can't see the personal stuff that's out. And I'm kind of not sure because I know I've straightened up some of it, but somehow it's got all junky again. I fiddle with things. I mean, I've got my little fiddling bits and pieces here. I've got the key. I've got this little fiddly thing that does click clacks, and you've got the combo lock things down here. This button allows you to go spinning things. Then you have the little silver ball that rolls, and if you do it, and then I forgot about the side. You've got it's like a little mini remote control. Then there's this little button here. It doesn't make a noise. These ones click. This one clicks, and then when you're rolling the ball, you can actually be pushing buttons on the other side at the same time. And then I have my little chain link connected by the key ring. So this is an actual chain link here. I'm going to put that up there. That's an actual chain link. And then it's got the 2 rings that go through it and cross over to the other ones. And you can just spin them around. And sometimes, and these are big enough that I can go like this with them if I need to. So that's a really cool ring. Not that I wear it outside or anything else. It's just when I'm playing, fiddling. And this is a quiet one, so I can sit and fiddle with this when I'm on a call or something like that. And then I have my bottle opener my key bottle opener, which I fiddle with. And I have the foot that I fiddle with. I have fiddly things. I have lots of fiddly things. And then I have my little lava thing. Now, something's interesting about this. A lot of the times when I'm watching this, because it's very tranquil to watch it, the red always takes a while to get started. But I notice that when they start falling, the blue goes to one side and the red goes to the other. See, there goes the red. Blue's going one way and the red's going the other way. Okay, sometimes they do go the same way, but most of the time, you can see the red going one way and the blue going the other. And I just thought, that is so fascinating. It just fascinates me. So like, how does it do that? you're on a level surface. Can I shake it up a little bit? And I've gone times when I've done this with it and upset the order of things. But things like this just sit here and just help keep me calm throughout the day. Help if I get frustrated on something, I just pick up something and start fiddling with it. Or fiddling with it, playing with it, whatever. So yes, it's my little lava thingy he's going right there. But and then I'm sort of like, oh, hang on, it's making noises. I'm gonna put that one down. We'll play with this one. And then I've got some oils here that I use frequently. I have my little oil diffuser. So I guess this desk area is kind of my sacred space as well as my working space. So I'm going to clean it up a little bit, make it a little tidy, and take a picture of it. So because we have to share our sacred spaces for where we're going to do the meditations and things. But yeah, I'm looking for it. Now we've got to work on our own little mini bio as to who we are and why we're doing this and where we're from and some of the struggles that we've had and that sort of thing. And I'm like, okay. I need to shorten. I need to do it concise. And then I've read through some of the ones that done. I thought, okay, I can get up to that word count too. Not looking to write the longest piece. I just want to write something in the middle as far as the length goes. So we'll see how that goes. But that starts on January 1st and goes for 21 days. So I'm looking forward to doing that. And the person who runs it does this 21-day manifestation challenge once a quarter. So I'm sort of like, okay, we'll give the first one a go, see how it goes, and maybe we'll join the ones for the rest of the year. Who knows? So that's just basically been it. We've just been out for a very nice walk. It's a little cool out there. I'm actually a little chilled, which is why I still got my hoodie on. So we're just back in here. I'm going to put the heat on shortly, just to heat the place up a little bit before I take my hoodie off. And then just have a nice quiet evening. And then I have a busy morning tomorrow morning because I have a lot to get done. I want to get completed before the new year. And then I'm on the chat in the afternoon, and then I am free till Monday. And so Saturday and Sunday, I was thinking, what can I do on Saturday and Sunday? And I thought, maybe I'll just repeat last weekend because it worked out so well. And I thought, no, maybe I'll go do I will put my little timer. I've got my timer block here. I will put my timer block on and do maybe, what's the highest one I can go? Well, the highest pre-planned one on here is 30 minutes, but it has it does have a digital readout on here when it's turned on that I can actually program the amount of time I want on the timer in here. So I haven't decided yet if I'm just going to do a 30-minute spurt, but I can get a lot done in 30 minutes on research. I can get a lot done. Or if I'm going to go for like 50 minutes and see how that goes. So who knows? We'll see. We're playing it by ear. I've got in my part of my shop that I did today is I got in my stuff for my New Year's party of one. Plus a dog. My dog has become a huge cheeseaholic. If there is cheese out, she wants it. And what was interesting tonight, we're out walking and my text messages was going off. And I don't normally get text messages when I'm out walking, so I stopped to read it. She gave me the most dirtiest look ever and started whining at me like, this is our walk. You are not meant to be. I've got the audio book talking in my ear, and she doesn't mind that. But if I stop to pull out the phone for anything except a photograph, she's whining at me. If I do anything on that phone except take a photograph, she will whine at me. Yes. But she was very good on patrol today. She told me when the people turned up with my groceries. Oh, she was super excited. She was already laying up there. And then when the car turned up, she stands up and she watches and waits and waits and waits. And then she saw them opening the trunk. And so she was like, so she comes running over to me. And then she runs to the door and I go, oh, is there somebody there? And she comes running back to me and repeats it all over again. And so I go over and look out the window and I go, good girl. And I pick her up and give her these great big scratches. And she's like watching the window. She's not paying any attention to me. She's got a better view of the window outside the window right now because she's up. She's not on the floor. She's up in my arms. And so, yeah, she was really funny. And then she's trying to get to the guys as they're trying to hand me my groceries. And I'm like, hang on. There you go. You can sniff and see what's in those bags. So I knew there was nothing that she could get at anyway. So, yeah, she was quite funny today. But anyway, I'm out of here. Go have a super fantastic, sparkling rest of your thankful Thursday evening. Make it a nice, tranquil Thursday evening. Yeah, I'm going to go figure out dinner. And we're in for the night. So I'm going to go put my PJs on, put the heat on, snuggle down, watch some TV, watch some, what are we going to watch tonight, Zeph? What's on the plans for tonight? She's looking out the window. She doesn't care. As long as she's got something to watch out the window. What does she care? So we're going to go and she'll care once the food starts getting prepped. If there's cheese on that plate, she will kick up a storm until I give her some. That's the type of dog I have. Yes. She's very fussy when it comes to cheese. And if I don't give her any cheese, like if it's got something in it that I don't think she should be having, not a happy camper at all. She's got a little personality on her, this one. She's learning her likes and her dislikes. I tried giving her peanut. One of my favorite sandwiches is peanut butter and cheese. It's got to be the smooth peanut butter. Put butter on both pieces of bread. Put the peanut butter on top. Then put the cheese on top and squish them together. And it's one of my favorite sandwiches. It doesn't matter which flavor cheese. They all work together. They all go with peanut butter. Yeah, but she wouldn't touch the cheese because it had been against peanut butter. It had peanut butter on it. She wouldn't touch it. It's the only time I've seen her turn down cheese is because there was peanut butter on it. And I put some peanut butter on my finger and gave her that to sniff, and she sort of took a couple of whiffs at it, stepped back, came back for another couple of whiffs, didn't even bring her tongue out of her mouth to taste it. She just backed away from it. So I'm sort of like, huh. Yet she will eat peanut butter flavored naturally baked cookies, because we were at one of the campgrounds we were at. These people have they bought their dog treats from this certain place that only does organic dog treats. They're all organic, grain-free. Just the type that you love. And they had these peanut butter flavor ones, and she thought, they gave her some to try, and she gobbled them up so quick. And then every time we walked, and that was the first time we stopped at their house. Every time we walked past their house after that, she was walking towards the stairs. Would come around the corner and she would walk over towards the other side of the road and try to get up the stairs onto their patio. And I said, nope, not going up there today. So it only takes once with her on a lot of stuff. Sometimes it's even 0 times. When you say something for the first time, she goes and does it. Now with my shoes, she gets it. She's, go get mommy's shoes every day for the last almost about 2 years, just over 2 years. She's now got the point where she will go and sit on the engine hump next to the passenger seat, which is where my shoes are, because they're underneath the passenger seat. And that's as close as she has gotten to getting my shoes out. And other times I will tell her things like buckle up, and she'll cut. And the first time I told her buckle up, she ran up and sat down on the engine hump so that I could hook up her safety belt to her harness so we could get on the road. And then the first time she was asleep in the bed, and I went, Zeffie, patrol. She came flying out of the bedroom, jumped up on the window, and just started looking out the window. It was the first time I said it to her. But I've said, get mummy's shoes multiple times, twice a day, for just over 2 years, and she still won't get me my shoes. Selective training, this dog. Selective training. And she knows what my shoes are, because I have even put objects down on the floor and said, touch this, and then she gets a treat. And I've told her to touch the shoes, and she'll touch the shoes, and she'll get a treat. So she knows what the shoes are. And the hand is not sitting behind the item. The hand is up here with the treat in it, and I tell her, where are the shoes? I look at her, where are the shoes? And I said, touch the shoes, and she will touch the shoes, and then she gets a treat. And I go, where's the ball? And she touches the ball. She gets a treat. But ask her to bring any of those items to me. Not going to happen. But we will work on it. Anyway, I got to go. Rambling now. So have a super fantastic, sparkling rest of your Tranquil, Thankful Thursday. Oh, that's a good way, girls. Tranquil, Thankful Thursday. And we'll catch you guys back here bright and early tomorrow morning for fun. Oh, that's a good day. Fun Friday. It's New Year's Eve, and it's Fun Friday. Woohoo! I'm going to get a lot of people going to be having a lot of fun tomorrow night. Anyway, we're out of here. Hey, konara.